fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now we get a look at Jalen Hurts, a surprise second-round pick back in April as he gets set to operate this Philadelphia Eagles offense.
And I like his honesty because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, but his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy. And somehow they won the game. Yeah, and what I loved about it when he told us about the defense kind of corralled him in the locker room and said, all right, well, man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we? You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
And no sign of him cooling down at all.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The numbers for Sanders last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Number 21 gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Third down, it's Prescott. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Now back to work from Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
But I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2.
They go play action with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Hurts on the keeper. Anthony Brown.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
By the Cowboys.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 22 carries, 94 yards, and a score. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
He's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. It'll be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets it up past the 35. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The first down carry by Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
8 yards to go.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Eagles
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And now let's see how the young rookie bounces back. First drive and interception. How will he handle it?
And I think this is where your leaders step up for you, right? Your veteran guys put a big arm around him. All right, guy, you had one. Don't worry about it. Let's get out there and let's roll. And I'm also eager to see what the offensive coordinator is going to do. How much confidence does he have in him? Does he go safe now, or does he continue to run the full game plan?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. We'll check on his status when we get back. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot him right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
At the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
They'll run. It's Sanders. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Elliott good on the extra point. It's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Cowboys, nothing.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
throwing. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz.
Prescott.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Dallas.
10th carry now for Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 6. And a Cowboy first down.
On first down, Elliott. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
This is Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Ball carrier. Jalen Mills on the
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receiver.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
a loss of 7 yards.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
and this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically, it's that outside player.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But it'll be second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Hurts. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Eagles 10. Cowboys nothing.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Things were a little leaky in the beginning of the drive, weren't they? But at the front seven, as they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball carrier.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Prescott from the gun. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2, just like we saw on first and second down as well. Deuce is wild.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, Dallas.
Another carries it out for the Workhorse Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
2nd down at the 17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Here's James. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He hasn't had his best day. They have been good running the football, and they have the lead, though, so maybe he just personally wants to improve his play.
And that's without a doubt, because at the end of the game, he wants to feel like he had a really good hand in his team winning, if in fact they do go on and get that done. But the bottom line is finding a way to win the game. So if you're not playing that well, but somebody else is on the team, keep going to that hot hand.
Yeah, not over yet, but looking good here in the second quarter. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Van Der Esch on the tackle.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
At the 44-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Man open, it's Goodwin. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
The tackle made by Garrett.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight to the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
a loss of 6 yards.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now there's a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott now. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's 7 yards to pick up there.
2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 18-yard line.
On second down, Elliott fighting through. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Prescott to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Here's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Derek Barnett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
6-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
So that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because if you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Boston Scott, his first carry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. 2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Sanders,
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
a 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker put that trap away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on the kick away. This is Tony Pollard. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
First down, Cowboys.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Prescott trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
He was taken down.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up
Looking to throw. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz.
pass. Complete.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
6-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through.
is good.
And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13.
Cowboys 13.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Eagles take over first and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Another run with Sanders, and he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Sanders, the ball
3
carrier.
yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
48-yard line.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders, and he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1.
Carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on third and 1.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Draw play. Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Prescott's pass.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
1st and goal, Dallas.
Throwing. Prescott. His pass caught at the 4.
Prescott's pass.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the counter, Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Jalen
They
Mills.
know in this spot they have to be thinking to themselves, let's go ahead and go for it right now. We don't know if we'll get another opportunity. But if you trust your defense at all, you kick the field goal and maybe have one more shot later.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Eagles defense able to hold. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Miles Sanders.
Alan Smith there on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanders. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Woods on the tackle. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On first down, Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Rager, the ball carrier.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Right back to Sanders on first down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have on front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Sanders.
It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Yeah, the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Scott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
But when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So, fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close